Hey guys, Dale here, back with more RimWorld, and we are doing our Rich Explorer start. Oh, didn't realize that we get a little doggy. Doggy, you take what, like 4 skill to keep tamed? Is that correct? Trainability. Feel like it's up here somewhere. Oh my gosh. Where are you? Training. Advanced rescue tameness minimum handling skill. Oh, I didn't expect it to be a 0. I thought it was like a 4 or something. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so we'll be able to keep you tame. Lucien, welcome to the party. Let's have you equip your charge rifle. You came with a bunch of silver, some components, and I haven't really looked at this map too much, so I don't really know where I want us to settle. There's an ancient danger down there. I guess we'll build like a little spot right here, so that we're a little further away from the top. And then, we have all this over here. So raiders could spawn right here. Raiders could spawn right there, but it's just us right now. So I think that's fine. Little doggy, let's take a look here. We're gonna train you on everything. We'll have you follow us around, and you'll be unrestricted for now. Order zones will unforbid things, and I have not done anything for you, Lucien. We will put down a little plan. I don't expect us to be here for very long. As soon as we can get a grav ship and get out of here, we will get a grav ship and get out of here. Okay, we have got some orders going. Pull in some of this stuff urgently. So we're going to build a little base up here. We have some rooms planned out, but we'll wait to build those until we can ensure that we built out the rest of this. We have a growing zone for some rice, and we are going to fit a nutrient paste dispenser right in here. Let's do that. Actually, not that. We'll do this. Okay, and these are going to be some diagonal walls. So, Lucien, what are you doing? Oh, you're meditating. Okay, I guess that makes sense. We do have you set to recreate for now. So, schedule is set. Schedule is free time in the morning, some recreation, work, a little free time, recreation, and then 6 hours of sleep with 2 hours of do anything. So if he wakes up early, he wakes up early. If he doesn't, then he doesn't. I don't know why this gun is hovering so far down, so I'm gonna take a look at some mod options and see what we need to do to get that be a little less crazy. I feel like it's hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Change the portrait a little bit, and now it's a little closer. Okay, let's speed up here a little bit. Let's get some trees chopped. Let's get some things hauled. Yeah, let's get all this stuff hauled first. And then we'll have him work on construction. We have some packaged survival meals, so I'm not too worried about food right now. It looks like we have some berries and things, and if we need to, we'll go hunting. We're going to put a door here, and then production-wise, we will do some of this stuff. I guess we're going to need some power as well. We take a look at power. We have wind turbines. I guess we could do one right there. It is the grasslands, so wind turbines are pretty ideal. Okay, let's get all this wood hauled over as well, and then any other steel that's on the map, just so he isn't like walking all over the map to like build a single tile. We do have this guy. We could get like a little mech right away, actually. Like, why don't we do that? Go ahead. Production-wise, we should probably put a research bench down and put one right in there. And sorry, just pausing real quick because I do want to put a sleeping spot right here for you until we get your bed built. I also don't know, well, I guess the name is so long, but it seems a little strange that it's kind of like falling off and we can't see. Wait. No, I think I see the deconstruct option, but I think if we deconstruct it, we won't get the thing that we want. Okay, you guys, oh, doggy. I guess we'll stick a little bed for you there. And it's grasslands, so this fire is probably more dangerous than I thought about, right? I'm so used to just like not having to deal with this because it's so far away from everything, but there's not going to be anything that stops this. Oh, it's going to burn through our resources. Okay. Let's clear. Let's do orders. Let's do cut plants in this area. And can you, oh my gosh, just like home area. And I'm sorry, we're gonna have to make you just like work through this. We need to make sure all this stuff doesn't burn down. So we're gonna just like cut a little fire block, 2 tiles out. So, well, I guess that's fine. I wish you would start up here though, dude. And wood. Okay, well, kind of an explosive start, I guess. Wait, no, our silver, that's just the grass under the silver that's burning. Oh, well, you prioritize outside allowed area. Unrestricted, let's prioritize hauling. And you prioritize extinguishing that fire, and then prioritize hauling the wood. Okay, I'm gonna have you not worry about firefighting and go back to just cutting the grass around our resources, because I think that's all you're gonna be able to do, my dude. Okay, you are exhausted. You're not gonna have a good day. We're just gonna let you do whatever you want. We're gonna move your bed into our little fire break area though, and our little pup's bed down here as well. And that's just the best that we're going to be able to do right now to make sure that our meals don't burn. Oh my gosh, rain actually started. That is pretty insane. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, yeah, get some sleep, and then we'll put you back on a normal schedule later. Oh, little pupper, well, it's raining. You'll be fine. And if you couldn't tell, our storyteller is Randy Random. It's still raining, but we're getting a flash storm, so I assume it's still going to continue raining. Like, I don't think the flash storm is going to override the rain, so we're fine, but this is the grasslands, so it did make me panic a little bit. Lucien is back on a normal schedule. Oh, God, my throat got froggy real quick. We're just doing a small patch of rice, and then he'll get to constructing. Hopefully we don't have too many nights just like sleeping out here under the stars. I guess since he's sleeping outside anyway, we might as well build his bed as soon as he's done with this. Okay, on to the bed. How are you construction-wise? I didn't really pay attention to many of your stats. 4 is kind of the bare minimum for him to not be botching simple stuff constantly, so he's been doing all right. Okay, we're gonna make this your bedroom. Actually, we might as well just like unforbid all this stuff. We're gonna build all of it. Muscle parasites. That's not great. Let's send you to herbal medicine. We'll let you to self-tend for now. And we need you to do that, I think, because you need to decrypt it. Okay. Why don't you decrypt that real quick, and then maybe we'll get something helpful. Let's accept that. Just a single scyther. And we have a charge rifle, so let's head out that way. Do this. What time is it? It's evening time, so do this while he is still awake. Mechanoid attack, okay. What's your range here? Not super great. Charge rifle. Ooh, I was hoping for like a Militor. Oh, you're after my doggy? Well, I guess that's better than me, but that's still pretty lame. Okay, he's almost gone. We just need to get a couple more good shots. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, doggy, how are you doing? 10 hours. You're gonna go to bed. Let's go ahead and extract the mech link, and then we'll tend the dog once he's in bed, but we will install the mech link first. Install mech link. Okay. Conclave rituals, primary ideology change. Drop pods arrived. That should be our mechanoid. We got a little lifter. That is wonderful. I was hoping for a constructoid, but you know, lifter is great. You know, our dog doesn't know how to lift yet. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and prioritize tending to rot? I did not realize your name was Rot. That's pretty terrible. Female husky named Rot. You know what? We're gonna name you Slash since you took a few for us. That's a much cooler name. Well, we are a more than proficient doctor, so this should be fine. Oh, Slash, you're missing your tail. That sucks. Okay. Well, you're gonna be fine. Oh, I realize that we need to set a cleaning area. We're gonna set it to home. And we're not really gonna do any cleaning. So low on the priority list. Lucien, you have a bed. Go sleep in your bed outside in the rain. I forgot that lifters will like haul to buildings. So Lucien is just gonna like plow through all this construction work. Okay, I am not gonna complain about getting a lifter right off the bat because that's actually very, very handy. And once we're done constructing, he's still gonna have plenty of work to keep doing. Well, we have our first couple rooms together. A little tiny research room. Almost finished the wind turbine. We're a little low on steel, so we're going to be deconstructing some of these steel structures around the map. But we got our first visitor. The tribal. Do you have anything interesting? You got some herbal medicine, actually. We will take that. You know what? Yeah, we'll take it. We can harvest some on the map, but for now, I just want Julian to like finish doing all this construction work. So take that. You're good. Since that is what we're using, let's go ahead and set this to herbal medicine. Gear-wise, okay, you're not holding on to anything, so that is fine. Is this steel? No, it's marble. Well, Randy has blighted our rice, so we're gonna have to replant those. But things are not too bad. Just our 5th day since we landed, so if we need to, we can hunt. There's some yak right there. We do need to build this guy though, so let's get that done because that's not gonna spread any further. Oh no, that's terrible. Okay, how much steel is that? We need 100 steel. Okay, why don't you work on this, my dude, quick, and then we'll take care of the rice, and you're just gonna have to deconstruct more stuff so that we can recover that steel. The middle of the night, we have a mad porcupine. Oh, I think this could be a little bit more brutal than I'm thinking, because I think the porcupines, I think they have an attack that requires like quill removal. But I guess I'm not gonna find out about that today. Been doing a little yak hunting, so I have created some new meal policies. Default is basically everything but packaged survival meals, and Caravan has packaged survival meals. So Lucien's gonna be eating nutrient paste. I'm gonna forbid these packaged survival meals so he doesn't end up feeding them to the dog and just like haul some raw meat over. Training wise, Splash has learned guard, not attack, so progressing pretty well. We have another visitor here. We have Theo, Nicopol, and Aurelus from the named ones. If they have anything interesting. We might take more herbal medicine if they have it. Oh, you guys have regular medicine? We'll take that. I think we just have glitter world. Jump packs are nice. Reinforced barrels are nice. A minigun. That's crazy. Shield belts. Range shield belt would be ideal for us, but we'll just take that medicine and call that good. Well, the named ones have left us a gift. 2 canisters of antimatter. I wasn't looking for canisters of antimatter, so I didn't realize they had that in their inventory. What a random thing to leave us. But maybe they've heard of the good work that we intend to do in bringing down the Empire. I'm sure those 2 canisters of antimatter will help us out at some point. Well, we're doing a little more hunting. Leveled up to level 8. That is great. I do have a mod that I'm very excited about. So my food policies, sometimes they get more complex than this, but usually it's default in Caravan, right? And so these are identical. Caravan just has packaged survival meal and default. There is a new mod, or at least new to me, for transport food policy. Food policy manager, yeah, transport food policy manager. So here you can set a caravan, transport, and shuttle food policies. And then when they arrive back at the colony tiles, it'll switch back to whatever policy they had before. So I'm going to go ahead and set those. And I won't have to do it myself, which if you guys have watched any series where I've done any caravanning, you know that's something that I try not to forget to do. Well, day 9 out on the rim, we do have anomaly set to ambient horror. We are getting our first anomaly event. The Grey Paul music or the anomaly music started playing and I instantly got chills. I think I'm gonna hold that door closed. We'll hold it open when we have raiders that show up on the map, but I don't want sightseers just hanging out inside of our dining room. Well, I guess the Grey Paul has like killed the wind because the grasslands are supposed to be crazy windy, so that's a bit concerning. I have enabled package survival meals for Lucien until the wind comes back. We have a bulk goods trader. I am excited to see what they have. We'll have you trade with them when you wake up. I would like to maybe buy some wood and steel just to accelerate and finish kind of like our initial base setup. 4 a.m. and I guess we have enough power for the nutrient paste dispenser to be working, so that is great. And what are you guys gonna have? We could sell you some antimatter. I don't think we're going to be using any of that anytime soon. We'll get rid of this leather that we don't need. steel is what I was hoping for. You don't really have any. Do you have any wood? We'll take the wood. And yeah, I think that is good for now. Oh no, we are sleeping outside. A sight stealer has gotten to us. Okay. Ooh, Lucien. 12 hours scratches, neck, torso, leg. Okay. Hey, my dude, will you tend to yourself? Slash, you did an amazing job there. Anomaly. I hate that that's like the first event that we got. I guess we'll stick you there. Capture the sight stealer, and then we will start studying it. So, research-wise, we'll go to anomaly. What do we want? Bioferret extraction, entity containment. Let's go for entity containment. I would like these things, but I also want these things. So we'll start down here and then we'll move up to bioferret extraction. We do have, what is it? We have complex jobs. So with complex jobs, we do have the opportunity to set it so that all anomaly work is dark study. So execute, capture, transfer, suppress, interrogate, release entities, and study all fall under dark study. Some of that stuff fell under like wardening and stuff before, but I think it's weird to have like a warden, like a prison guard, come over and like suppress an entity. Especially if that warden might be really good at social, but they might be really terrible at science, at intellect. And to me, it just doesn't flavor-wise feel right. I like can't believe that I went through the effort of closing this door and then I didn't think about how we're still like sleeping outside basically. But hopefully we'll have that remedied fairly soon. Well, Lucien must be feeling a little bit better. He's decided to go for a swim in the rain. Gonna all these chunks in. Sight stealer is fine. It's creepy that it's in our living room. We'll take care of that at some point. It is just like very slow going with a single pawn to start with. It is rougher than I was thinking it would be. And I think because we have so many of the DLCs, right? We haven't had the royalty starter quest yet. We haven't had a raid. We haven't had an opportunity to recruit anyone. That being said, we don't really have a prison for them yet. Well, it is the 1st of Jugas. We have that mod that allows us to like auto do our rituals. So he is having a little dance party on the sight stealer, which is very creepy. I don't know what the Empire did to you, Lucien, but something is not right with you. I guess we'll see if this gets us a random recruit. It has to be terrible, right? It's filthy in here. We can fix that. Maybe we'll bump up cleaning for you. It's filthy. It's not at all exciting. Oh, but we're in dire straits. Navarro, what is your deal? Okay, you are interested in joining the Conclave. You know what Julian is doing. Okay, undergrounder, recluse. So you're not gonna like being around a lot of people. That could be a problem. We might have to stick you in an app or something. But you are an excellent miner, and Randy did give us a gift of silver. Right up here. Okay, so let's call this Lucien's exile. You know, we'll be here for as long as we need to be, but I guess we'll have Navarro go ahead and just start mining. What is your deal? You are addicted to Luciferium. You came with a beer, you came with a gun, you came with some wood. Let's drop those. And then you also probably came with a shirt that was tattered. That's why you took it off right away. So he joins the colony. He's just like, hey, check out my gun and my pecs. Typical hero. Well, we'll see what we can do to keep you alive, sir. We'll see. Well, I think our best bet for Navarro is seeing if we can find some Luciferium in this ancient danger. We have crafted him a club, so we can switch to melee for us if we need him to. I guess let's just like hustle down here. Let's deconstruct that. Yep, I'm very aware of what this is. Okay. Gonna have to be off one of these guys, isn't it? Oh, that is a lot of dudes in there. What is this? A skill trainer in shooting. Okay. I do not like this. Okay. New research available. Flesh beasts. This is a lot of flesh beasts. I want him to shoot one of these caskets as soon as he can. Because maybe the flesh beast will be distracted by these guys. Okay. Oh, he has Luciferium on him. He has 4 Luciferium on him. Okay. Okay, these guys are all friendly. Here. Do any of them have Luciferium? No. We have a hermetic crate though. Let's go ahead and we're gonna back up. We'll help these guys with the flesh beasts. You have some recon armor. We might help ourselves to your recon armor. Health-wise, 11 hours. Okay, she's down. Stripper. Recon armor is still fine. Okay. Ooh, let's start backing up. Okay. Okay. Navarro, you can go ahead and forswear that. Sorry we did that to you. I'm so sorry. Why don't you go ahead and shoot this finger spike to death. Just make sure it doesn't get up. Okay, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You'll be fine. Okay. You know what? We'll have Navarro take care of all of this. So you have a club. Why don't you melee that? Why don't you melee that? And then these guys are down, so that's an opportunity for us to strip some of these guys. Strip, strip, and strip, and then go ahead and open that guy up. We will unforbid all the things. And are any of them amazing? You're sickly. You're ugly and abrasive. Super mute, creepy breathing. Undergrounder, greedy. None of you guys are amazing. Super immune, creepy breathing. You're a good soldier. You're a good builder. You're 60 years old. 7 hours. Furniture. Weeping spot. We'll do it. Okay, Navarro, what are you? Okay, you're attacking things. Okay. We'll strip. 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 Open. Tent. And then rescue. social and shooting. And then potentially we'll have someone else who can help defend the colony. You're free to go. You are free to go. Oh, nice. A tank top. We got all kinds of clothes. So this was fruitful, but not in the ways that I was hoping. Stable? Not quite. Okay, stable. Lucien, go ahead and just rescue this guy. And I might turn that arrest into just... or that rescue into an arrest, actually. If we do that, we should probably do it here in this bedroom. So we'll set that for prisoner. That way we can just like convert him while he's a prisoner. Why? Capture. Okay. So we can convert him while he's a prisoner. We can recruit him. We won't have to worry about like reconverting him. And then we'll have 3 Conclave members in our colony. So, kind of a sketchy start. Made some bad choices, starting a fire on the grasslands and maybe trying to build a base too big with just one person to start with. It took us 15 days to get to this point, but if we can recruit this guy, construction's not going to be a problem. And then Lucien can get to researching. We have not started researching anything. With the Rich Explorer start, we do start with a few things, like we have smithing, machining, and turrets and stuff. So right now our research priority will be basic mech tech, so that we can get our lifter recharged, battery, advanced lights, and then microelectronics. And we are hoping that a grav engine or grav engine quest of some sort will show up. We need more stockpile space, don't we? So let's go ahead and do all this. We can get rid of that crafting spot. Yeah, we'll just flood this with stockpile space so that we can haul in those clothes, and hopefully Navarro can put some things on that are a little bit better for him. I think that's going to be it for part 1. Thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.